Hello, everyone. I'm Lyle Wetz, the Communications Director for the Marketing Management Association. Really glad that you're joining us for the Fall 2017 conference. I just wanted to walk you through some of the features of the mobile app that we have enabled for the conference. If you simply go to the URL that was located at the sign-in desk or scan the QR codes from the desk. For those of you that don't know, Google Chrome now has a built-in QR code reader built into it. But either way, if you go into Guidebook, or if you just simply Google or search in your app store, whether you have an iOS or Android device for Guidebook, then this is going to give you the ability to download Guidebook. Once you do, when you have Guidebook, if you simply search for MMA Fall Educators, you will be able to have the access to be able to download our particular version of the app for the conference. Now, one of the things about the app, when you go into the main homepage, this is where it talks about the main introduction from the Fall Conference Program Chair. We see a photo plus as well as a Google map that we can get to get directions to our particular spot. So this is where it is. If we need directions on how to get there, you're able to simply click on the arrow, see where you're at, and generate directions from there. Up in the top left-hand side, when you go there, this gives you the ability to access your main navigation panel. Several of the ones that are probably going to be sort of the most important for you is under the General Info tab. That always takes you back to the home section. The schedule is one that's going to be a place where you're going to want to spend some time beginning first of all. Now, one of the things with the schedule is you have the ability to customize your particular schedule by looking at the main days. So everything is all laid out. We see exactly what's happening. And as an example, when we get to where we have paper presentations, we see exactly what's going on and the room that they're in and what the title of the paper is going to be. So as an example, if I was setting up my plan, I could say, well, I want to register at 8 o'clock, and it gives you the option to say, would you like a reminder? So this is do a push notification that is able to come as a pop-up on your phone to remind you that you wanted to go to that particular presentation. So I'm going to say no, I'm pretty good with registration, so I don't need a reminder for that. I'm actually delivering the pre-conference workshop on video, so I can say yes. And then it comes up and says, hey, you sure this is going to be a scheduling conflict with registration? Do you want to add it anyway? And I'm going to say, yeah, go for it. And yeah, maybe I do want a reminder for that one because I'm delivering the session, so I don't want to be late. So then I could go and take a look and say, well, am I going to go to the pre-conference lunch? I could take a look at what's happening with some of the other sessions. Now here, if we take a look, we see brand management crisis, what to do in a classroom when United or Pepsi hands you a brand flop. I might go, that might be interesting, but let's take a look. So if I actually click on it, this gives me the ability to see who are the authors of that paper. I can then actually click paper or abstract, and this will take me to a Dropbox link where I can actually open up that paper within the app and give me the ability to download it as well. So I can do a direct download or save it to my Dropbox so that I've got the abstract or the paper, whatever was published in the proceedings. So all of the proceedings have been segmented out so you can take a look. And as we go through, we can actually rate the individual session that we have, so we can actually vote and provide some feedback on the session. And we can take a look, and if I choose to add it to my schedule, I could simply click Add Now, and it gives me that conflict again, and I can say none. Now, the advantage of this is as you can go through, we can see the schedule for every day of the conference, so we can see everything that's going on, and this is the total schedule. But you'll see down on the bottom, we can simply click My Schedule, and this shows you what your personally selected schedule is of the events that you want to go to. So it makes it super easy for you to go through, see the sessions that you want, see where you're going to have conflicts, and make a decision about what you want to do. And so this is where back in the main navigation panel, we have the ability for the schedule. We see my schedule. So this takes you to what you've created. We have the ability to create a to-do list. So this is where if you want to have a meeting with someone, or you've had a meeting and you want to remember to email them about something, right within the conference app, you've got the ability to create a to-do list from there. You can access notes, so you can create notes and things to remind yourself. If you're uncertain about where a conference session is, we see here we have the conference level and the William Penn level, so we can immediately see the layout, and we can zoom in to take a look and say, well, where are the elevators? Oh, there's where Frick is, there's where Phipps is, and gives us the ability to see where we need to go to a session. You also have the ability here to get a photo album, so you can add photos that are taken with the guide. So this is going to be ones that are going to be shared collaboratively within the guide. You can access the Twitter account, and this is where we can see, are you using the hashtag MMA Fall 2017? Facebook and YouTube. But one of the big ones here is in the inbox. This is where you can see, has anybody sent you any messages? So when you go to the attendee list, this is where if you check in, all right, this brings it up, and you can update your profile with images, have your contact details and information there. So if I go there and say, well, let's do that now, I could then simply take a picture. I could add my contact details in, my website details. The advantage of doing this is once you've done that, if you have checked in as an attendee, you will be able to see all of the other attendees, and you can actually send them push notifications and messaging directly through the app. So you don't need to know somebody's email address or their phone number. If one of your fellow attendees has downloaded the app, that gives you the ability to send messages to them directly within the app. And that's where the inbox comes into play. So this is where those messages that we send and communicate with each other would be. So fairly straightforward app. Lots of good tools and features that can help you engage with the sessions, to get a good look at what sessions are there, and to really lay out a custom schedule for yourself. So please download the app. There's no cost for it, so just make sure you take some advantage of it, and hopefully you enjoy the conference. If you do have any questions, please let me know. Other than that, have yourselves a great day.